Welcome everybody to week 3 of class. Glad to have you back. This week we're going to be learning from chapter 7 and 8. You're going to be learning about risk management this week and also scheduling resources and costs. Your assignments this week are readings chapter 7 and 8, the PowerPoint online. You have 2 assignments. And you have a journal entry this week. So again, the discussion boards, jump on those and you'll end out the week with a quiz. I want to remind everybody to review the APA style for formatting your papers. I gave really kind of a pass with everybody on the first 2 weeks, but now I think you should probably have it hopefully set in place. Get your papers formatted properly in the APA style. And then here we go. So this week you're going to be assessing risk management process. Risk management is something that a good project manager has to deal with and deals with on a daily basis. Every project has risk. I deal with it all the time on every project that I touch. You need to be able to determine and identify where those risks are, how it's going to come into your project and when. If you don't, then you really do a disservice to your project, your team, your client. You're also going to learn methods to identify those risks, but also you're going to be able to start developing contingency planning. And what is that? I always call it sort of Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. There is, with every project, risk, and you need to have a backup plan or a contingency plan. How do you keep the project moving when there are potential obstacles in your project? And so you're going to be learning about that, how to get out of problems, and there are methodologies to doing that. You're going to explain, you're going to learn how to learn about change management. Projects change all the time. Somebody wants to add scope, somebody wants to take away scope. How do you deal with it? What kind of plan do you have in place to address those changes so that decisions can be made and the project can keep moving on? So it's always good to have a change management process in place. And then when you go into Chapter 8, you're going to learn about the types of resource constraints. Resource constraints basically come down to this: people, money, and equipment. Those are your resources, and they all come with their different types of constraints. There's only so much money that a project has, only so many people, and only so much time. A project manager has to deal with these resource constraints all the time. Once you understand what your resource constraints are, then it circles back and you begin to identify what your risks are. And then finally, indicate resource allocation methods, and basically it comes down to scheduling. You need to schedule these resources and their constraints for project success. So scheduling these items, again, circles back around, and once you begin to schedule it out, you begin to identify what risks are on your project. A project manager always needs to be aware of risk. It is your role to tell the client, to tell your team the realities of achieving the project goals, which is to get the project delivered on time and under budget. So have fun this week, do your readings, and I'm looking forward to meeting you this Saturday. Take care.